In Freemasonry, we wear many different hats. Sometimes we have different names for our officers, and sometimes that's confusing, and it may even sound weird or pretentious. It's not meant to be. There is a tradition behind it. I'm going to give you an example. Worshipful Master. I'm the master of my lodge. I'm the guy who oversees things within the lodge. And as Worshipful Master, that's actually the way that people were addressed in court back in the old times, like England, Scotland, those types of places. So worshipful is not that you need to worship me, it's just a title. Then there's the most wise, another thing that I try to do my best job as most wise in the chapter of Rose Croix. Doesn't mean I'm the keeper of all wisdom, but after a couple of years and coming up in the ranks throughout the line, I would have a title because the assumption would be that I would be the guy who could be the best to set the craft at work within the chapter of Rose Croix and make sure that things get done. Now, in the chapter of Rose Croix, what we do is we kind of oversee and look in on our brothers as well as our widows or perhaps orphans. We are that line which is all about taking care of family, looking after people, making sure that that people have enough money to make sure that they're taken care of during the day. That's an appendant body, by the way. Another appendant body would be chapter. That's in York Rite. So there's Scottish Rite, there's York Rite. You don't have to be a member of either of them because really the highest degree that a Mason can be is the third degree. That's the basis. Think of that as the foundation. These other off branches, these are just accoutrements. They're decorations or things that would be in addition to your Masonic experience. Now, they complement your Masonic experience. They can make you better in these bottom three if you understand some of this stuff in these other areas. And they are ways to bring brothers together to start to look at the craft in a slightly different way. But in America here, our person in charge of chapter is called the high priest. Now, if you go over to the UK, I'm pretty sure that's called the principal. So it is different in different jurisdictions. Now, to the best of my knowledge, there is no Scottish Rite over in Scotland or in most other parts of the world. But they do have the York Rite, so they would have chapter, that goes back to the 1600s. So there's chapter, council, and then commandery for those brothers who wish to go on and do other things within those sorts of structures. So understand that the titles, they don't mean that we think that we're above anybody else. It's simply a different way that we address and show respect or deference to our brothers who are in those positions because they've really put in some extra time, some extra effort, and it's like calling somebody sir or Mr. It's just in a different construct. I hope that helps. Go out and do some good.